Hi there, Libra. Welcome to your mid-November 2022 general tarot reading. It's Raina here. I was going to do Sag, but I realized mid-November doesn't include Sag, so I can do Libra. I don't know why. I just thought, okay, maybe I'll do Libra. Interesting. In a way, it kind of reminds me of the Scorpio reading. So, just a review of these eclipses that we've had in the last couple of weeks. The one in late October was in Scorpio, and that was a solar eclipse and powerful new moon in the second house of earned income. And then this last one has been in Taurus. And it fell in the 8th house for you, this lunar eclipse. And yes, it could have some kind of financial reverberations as well, but I really think of kind of a spiritual influence, Libra, that pertains to anything with your shadow coming up for you to observe, and maybe you've been unhappy. We have this card here, but you haven't really admitted that to yourself, and you realize that you have to let go of something in your life. The higher message, the heart of the matter is the Queen of Wands. This is, in one sense, this is the career woman. Maybe she is a mother, because queens can be mothers, but she's also a entrepreneur or a career individual. I think that sums up a lot of Libra women. And of course, I'm doing this reading for men as well, but I'm just kind of specifically referring to that. And but it's also just this idea of ascending into this, maybe like at work, getting a promotion. And that was kind of a similar theme with Scorpio. Well, what happens when you get a promotion and before you were kind of like one of the pack, you were a coworker to some other people, and then all of a sudden you get the prize? What is it? What are some of the unfortunate traits of human nature? Well, one of them is to be not happy for that person, right? And we have in the past position, the Seven of Swords can be someone who is sketchy. It could be like a coworker who is stealing your ideas and maybe doing something behind your back. And yet, and if you have been in this position for a long time, this could be someone that you thought was on the up and up, and it turns out this person is not an honest broker. So it might be something where you have to really admit this to yourself. You can't be in denial over it. Also, if you are coupled, this might be your partner. Maybe you have been working and this person has been creeping and you suspect it, but because you're so busy, you don't have the time to be chasing somebody down and playing detective Nancy Drew with that person. And really, I really feel like sometimes it's because that person feels threatened that you are having this success, and they may not even be doing this in a conscious way, but it's almost like knocking you down to size. Oh yeah, you just got a promotion and I'm unemployed and you're supporting me. well, I can cheat on you, and then you're going to feel like crap because you're a Libra and you really identify with your relationships, and then I'll make you feel like you're worthless, right? Not that you will actually take the bait, but just saying. The higher message, Ace of Wands, can indicate that uh, a new beginning that is very um, self empowered and your unique stamp on things is on its way. So you have to have faith. Now, usually I don't read this in a literal sense, like a predictive card, but because I know about the astrology of 2023 and I know about Libra, I know that you're going to have an amazing year. Now, I don't like to just make blanket statements because what if it's just like the same old, same old? But you're going to have eclipses in your sign and your opposite sign of Aries, and it could be life changing for you in 2023. And you may be feeling more of yourself, more that you have to step up to the plate and honor yourself and not play small, but also not be too attached to relationships that you lose yourself, because then and this is going into 2024, your ability to make amazing progress can be kind of like stymied, it can be kept from happening because you're too worried about fallout from others. It's not to say that at any time, even in a year where you don't have eclipses, that you can't do your own thing. I'm just talking about capitalizing on this amazing energy. And really, now that I think about it, it might be like if you are a supervisor, maybe you have to fire somebody and you can't bring yourself to it. Well, if you can't bring yourself to do it, that shows what a decent person you are. But if somebody has been doing something egregious that has, affected other workers, sometimes, I mean, that comes with the territory. If you're a leader, is that you have to take that, you have to take control like that. Oh, I already don't. What crosses you is the Four of Cups. You might be able to intonate what this card means by looking at that person's expression. And the cups relate to emotions. So it's basically if you've ever had somebody offer you love and you're kind of stone-faced. And, sometimes I will interpret this and I'll say something like, you are disillusioned, or more like uninterested. Disinterested is the proper grammar. Disinterested in that person, maybe at one time, it just doesn't do it for you, or they're trying to make it up to you, and you can just see how either insincere it is, or you just don't feel it anymore, even if it's somebody who's a very loving person. But I would say sometimes this happens because you've been through too much, and you're just like, I can't keep hearing apologies. I can't keep hearing excuses. I'm done. So that Seven of Swords person, whoever he or she is in your life, you have to acknowledge that what your feelings are, that you are fed up. Because if you don't, if you deny it, and this is what I'm talking about with the shadow, with the Libra wanting to be nicey nice with everybody, it's not nice to yourself to allow somebody to have free reign in your life who is doing stuff that is not correct. I mean, and sometimes it can be actually stealing from you, in terms of property. And maybe you say, well, they have a drug addiction. Well, um, they just lost their job. I'm going to overlook it. I'm not going to, it's kind of ugly to confront somebody. You don't have to confront somebody with your face exploding in rage, but you definitely have to look at who is in your life, somebody who's cheating. Yeah, maybe they have in their own twisted way a reason why they're cheating, and they're not trying to hurt you necessarily, and they don't necessarily even find that person more attractive than you, but they're doing it anyway. Maybe they're trying to bolster their self-esteem because they feel bad about themselves. I'm not saying that to say, oh yeah, it's okay if somebody cheats. That's no big deal. I'm just saying that there's a reason why people do what they do. Doesn't make it okay, but there is a reason. What is coming in, but doesn't mean you have to stay with them either. What's coming in is the Knight of Swords. You may be getting more bold in your communication. You may be, as I call it, growing a set, or you're able to assert yourself more. I feel with the Queen of Wands that this is a process that's been happening for you, Libra. I hope that this has been happening, because if so, you're going to go into 2023 with a bang, and you're going to hold your head up high. And no matter what happens, I mean, you don't even have to worry about other people, because you know that you're going to be okay regardless. The outcome is the Six of Swords, which is leaving behind the chaos and choosing peace in your life. Number 6 connects with Venus, and Venus is all about peace and things of that nature. And so that can certainly be the person who is fed up with something that is happening that makes you feel, it kind of takes you away from your peace of mind. Maybe the relationship, like with the Seven of Swords, and you're just like, I can't do this anymore. And so you just kind of wash your hands of it. So that can mean actual physical relocation as well. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope that this resonated. And if you would like a private reading, I'm promoting my double readings called my Deep Dive Readings, because they are a package deal and therefore at a discounted price. They're on sale. And for you at this time, especially because of what 2023 promises you astrologically, you might find it very interesting to kind of get a feel for the energies that are dominant in 2023, or going into it, because I do look at even the end of this year, and just see what's going on for you, and with your exact charts. And then that's an hour, and then an hour of natal chart analysis for your cosmic blueprint, the natal charts that's based on your time of birth and date of birth, obviously, and location of birth. So that you can find out more about that reading and my other readings at the link below. Take care. Bye.